why. Because of ye, why. Because of ye, first of all, you build them to be better. And premiums are why. It is a copia, and no opinion, and I've been.
Lawrence, ever see a Johnny P. I was a room. Says I am Kusiane and Kura and a gum. A dano crash swap. And it's a Muslim Babes yet a Johnny P. Maya. One heck a Carmen crack and Fango Quambi Krum. Yes, because they got Papa no crown, me Kohoja, and so be a new Bahoja. Can Corona is some debiso, a Jofria. For the baby, again, a silk room, the old gun of Koha. Obi and Kobia, Omuna, one Patamunia, a sim no Mubaja. This only gun call silk room, yes, and a next what to pay to. The car was self of your room, just at the border. So, would you drop a call no beef in the room? Opiakati, Opri, Ado, or Bar, the self of Jaribia. A bonus, you got cab and Ponobiaba. This is how Nadia by. You must say, Johnny Banner, a bus center of the district in one. Obia for be about or quite easy man. Say from me in Nijawa. A say from Fonanca Beja, it was somehow. Hanum Baby Dija. Aha, and a Casapen forba. Aha, and a mem forba. Aha, and
when you look at this set of ambassadors, you realize some of us are doing the second term or second time serving as ambassadors under this president. Indeed, my brother Said Sinari served as ambassador to Egypt and Saudi Arabia. I had served as ambassador to Egypt. Mr. Kofi Atto had served time as an MP and had worked at the office of the Honorable Speaker. The rest have distinguished themselves in the foreign affairs. That tells you that the president has an eye for excellence. Can we congratulate him for that? As we set forth to represent this country, I believe strongly that each and us is guided by a deep sense of patriotism. Patriotism that is actuated by a love for God and country. I can only assure the president that as we sally forth into foreign lands to carry high the flag of Ghana, he should expect nothing but excellence. He has charged us, and we shall keep the charge. We shall perform to the best of our ability. And at the end of the day, he will be proud that he has sent this group to represent this country, Ghana. When
distinguished envoys, beyond policies and targets, diplomacy is ultimately about character. You are the living faces of Ghana. Conduct yourselves with dignity, discipline, and humility. Uphold the highest ethical standards. Respect confidentiality, and let your conduct reflect the values we cherish. Those are honesty, respect, fairness, professionalism, and service. Listen carefully, speak thoughtfully, negotiate wisely, and represent Ghana with calm confidence. I urge you to engage our diaspora with seriousness and empathy. The Ghanaian diaspora remains a vital national asset, contributing to our economy, projecting our culture, and supporting our national renewal. Therefore, let your missions be welcoming to them, be responsive to their issues, and humane, ensuring that every Ghanaian abroad receives professional and compassionate assistance.
The modification would allow us to save those buildings and allow the businesses to thrive whilst offering a new first-class concrete road from Akom on the N1 to Buankra on the N6. In addition, the barred section from Ebusuakura to Akom would be completely rehabilitated. Why two-tier interchange will fail Kumasi, according to my colleague? I disagree that reducing the scope from a 4-tier to what is being proposed, which is a 3-tier actually, not a 2-tier, will fail, as this is not being done in isolation. In fact, the only portion of the original design being eliminated is the 4th tier bridge, as the expropriation impact does not make it worthwhile, especially when the outer ring road is being constructed. The modification, together with the additional road being undertaken, would more than comprehensively deal with the traffic challenges, not only at the Swami interchange, but the entire Greater Kumasi metropolis. The money for the 4th tier, the modification would allow us to save those buildings and allow the businesses to thrive whilst offering a new first-class concrete road from Akom on the N1 to Bankra.
We, the chiefs, are very grateful that the campaign and the election ended peacefully. And we are very thankful to Almighty Allah who made this a success. All the contestants, our brothers and sisters, and we have them and we love them so much than anything else. Nevertheless, no matter what, during elections, one will come out victorious. Honorable Baba Jamal has won the election, and we the chiefs, are congratulating him for coming out victoriously. May Almighty Allah guide him and bless him. We are appealing to everyone to give out their support to the winner and the loser, because they are all ours. No differences among us. Now that Baba Jamal has become victorious, we are going to work out so that we all work together with one common goal. What's the goal for? It's how to unite the people of Nima, how to clean up Nima, how to see that our streets are very tidy, how to see that our gutters are very tidy, and so forth and so on. Our youth, they need to become soldiers, they need to become policemen, fire service officers, and other important jobs. Fellow countrymen, we the Nima people are united. We will not let anyone divide us. We are strongly behind our MP, and we shall continue to be behind him. Any MP that will be for Nima is for us, and therefore we are always behind any MP that will lead us. The leaders of Nima, we the chiefs, are with them. We have the MPs, we have our MCs, and so forth. So we are appealing to each and every one of you to rally his or her support for our present MP. And we hope he will work tirelessly to move the image of Nima again. As you know already,
it's really a privilege to join this important discussion on Africa's path toward regional and continental integration. The mining sector, which is central to our economies, offers both challenges and opportunities that define this journey. Africa's integration is not simply a political aspiration, it's an economic necessity. Strong institutional frameworks, reduced administrative uncertainty, and transparent regulatory systems are fundamental to advancing Africa's integration. These are the pillars that build investor confidence, foster cross-border collaboration, and ensure that our natural resources are harmonized for shared prosperity. While we have sufficient policies and legal frameworks to guide the management and utilization of natural resources at the national and sub-national levels, enforcement mechanisms are insufficient. These frameworks are also likely not harmonized across the sub-regional and continental levels, making real integration efforts difficult. What Africa has is thus an isolated institutional and legal framework that does not speak to each other. Through integration efforts, we can do that. And though integration efforts are being made through the harmonization of various mining regimes, for example, the African Mining Vision, the ECOWAS Mining Code, and the harmonization of
The Ghana Statistical Service today is reported that food insecurity is risen from 35.3% in 2024 to 38.1% last year. And the service has actually warned that 13 million Ghanaians risk hunger this year. In the light of these alarming statistics and data put out by the Ghana Statistical Service today, what assurances can the minister give to this House in terms of dealing with the situation where 13 million Ghanaians do not slip into hunger?
I will write to Ghana Statistical Service to give us the locations of these individuals so that from our buffer, we can supply them, we can give them food. If we have 13 million people in Ghana who are food insecure, we must know their locations so that we can make them food secure. Their locations, you understand? So that's why I'm saying that once we have food buffer against emergencies, just indicate to me that close to your house, you have 10 people who are food insecure. Today, I will supply them food. So if you show me those pictures, the pictures never portray insecurity of food anywhere. And that is why I'm saying that it is irrelevant. You don't even point to those things.
Kessben television so ene eye brada February the forbos me there to so do e wa fempi mienu ene eduno ensiemo 10th day of February 2026 edu brada yumre say ne transane Adwenkyere dwumedie ene de bro Kessben television so benya multi TV decoder and so your DSTV channel 364 Gold TV channel 121 Facebook live obo Kessben TV na Kessben FM a obetime stream live bia ekoso ha bia nso waka nkomodie ho ama bibia nso wie peye meden di KOFI APPIAH mana be ya de bo chiro na anwumre and in our very first segment ye behwe tax for galamsey expose Rasos ene multimedia for the abetu dwa se this is ni bi ho a se omo agege sika na yama permit se kokoye adwuma na sa wo ye adwuma no excavator wo de ye adwuma utua ho tax yama krata che se wo so de utua nie na amanse central hode na abe ho apaso this year no deny or se asam na nye no kre so ye bibi esa na ebede ho nkomo na womo ye hwemu kire se the Ashanti Regional Minister Dr. Franka Makwena kaso nim ho hwea na eyatro what that he has to say yebehwe na de ohun bia so yaka ho asem ene anwumre na coalition against galamsey kire se DC bia ne hobo mu no abai enyinadi especially Amanse Central de enyinadi na osofo hwe nkronkro ne nkrasem poduduma so yeso minister for local government Rua Ahmed Ibrahim kire se this is MMDCs ni nyempesua so wo support ma galamsey koso de asem ato you be asked mampani ebepamo amwakofie yewe no in the second segment no yenya ntese nyame ya admo chama mampani is excellency John Dramani Mahama or ye cabinet emergency cabinet meeting na kokko akuafo a esu se omukoko mate akarie na yentu omo eka omde kokoko se dia kokoko krati so skani ho te mo fa nkofie no putu prushe mo mba ye ne china no aba badwene ho apenefo mesibre kwa befa so a obenya sika enmanimu ya na ye maame ne nananom a obre o mu je ne te hasuo na omudua kokoko no wate awi a ka so nya ne sika se sika ne ho yentu omo ka no eno so aban ahwe na waka ho enso asem ayawa so is NDC parliamentary primacy here so ya onunyanfo Baba Jamal ne omo ekan ho gina ye na no memenda no abato no kwawie na Baba Jamal na edi nkunim na enom de manfo kire se monetization of our democracy say kemememo no ayesika the highest bidder oni sika na so nanim nyansa che ohini Solomon kra no a uko gyina baabi sie nto abama wo a sika su a wasem esu a na baba Jamal pa na ndi ba yese oche sika oche flat screen TV oche kosua ya no ane meko ena amanfo to abama na ebusa na oso wono akyede de bronya sala brebia oche bi nti on de wanche sika amu obi so nto aba emma no na flat screen TV 32 inches ne kra anya wono ena oche NDC eti committee say omunya asemu nhwemu na wate say majority caucus in parliament eye ekwekese o mrahye led by Mahama Yarga omo de krata babonten say the see anonti NDC penifo omuntwa bato onum kra na omonsan cotton fufuru na nipa bia otua sika na ode bi ma obi say onto aba ema no no ye mra no ene NDC committee ye nhwemu no omo de abeto dwa say o ma clear Baba Jamal send Hoson uncle na match of an embossment there also miensa by election because so I also is our name a hono unyina. What are the implications? Baba Jamal has been cleared. Said the see any na ubia check akra tintim gase Baba Jamal of Kwampaso nti party penifo committee humuno or ma clear no there in our kafa. Ghana memo dollar about from ama niema ye krano bebreno utumu se wo se keba fom pa but e ma fom pisa na wo mo so wo ton niema Ghana memo no bebreno antete wo mo niema so bi atete bi so de. So are we feeling the impacts of the improvement in the macroeconomic indicators? Say inflation no ba fom won chese beti niema so ne mo niema no bo no nkoso ntentem ne ma de bia ye kra ye de dollar ne kra de se na dollar under 14 and 15 na tiaba 12 there and 11 na e was say ade no bo so etimi eba for Ghana for are we seeing it say oto dokono a dokono na oto no ene ne okoto dokono no a yate dokono no bo no so ana say ya ba ma ye kese de emfa say yenti so kra anka size no emunye du pa no na oto a pa no say yenti so kra no a emu ayedu if you say niema ye kraba isam ne ade no nyina aba form Ghana for no mutrimu odin ena de na wose omama eba form aduane no ye fo ne niema ba form omon person bete so ana say the real impact of the exchange rate na aba form no eno enka Ghana for aban ena ka na sa akwa na ebenya bre na eno so ye di ehonko wadwenkyere fabra 0551 599 933 0551 599 933 so na yenkai eba anyumre Hussein Ibrahim a spokesperson edema de Ashanti Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amakohene wa ha ene ni di nkomo ni ahwe sa tax galamsey tax ya ho asemo abai as the chairman of Regional Security Council the Ashanti Regional Minister soye sa asibu abeto ho ana Amasia Central eye Jacobu Heya ti hoye babia but that area is noted for galamsey the cobra forest here wo Jacobu area masa eniema koso hopa de bia kaneni be yeka so we said the excavators etwemu a so ko Jacobu so a omo this is assembly no kwa hopa to wait me the excavator bibia etwemu akokwa yiru mu a enam assembly nanimu pe but omzi enim ho ba na ade ne koso the aba say omo eji tax free omo etu galamsey ho e ma omo ye adwuma no regional minister so ye is he aware and say e ba ye e na wate ho asem na mo no tu afa ho zin akwaba
Joso
ampo me ye
techema da bojam na mojaru dia frusani de ofa na me adom bibia bokọ pa
na maso ye ti say
asoyan so de bokọ edikan machiaw na maboma so na machia ahwefo majibre a mo hwe Kessben adwumbre enso so Oshe Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amakohene na so yenso de bibia koso kama in fact the nchakese esoma nchia chinchirin edema me se memfambra santima nyina na membo maboso for eye cooperation da munyina mo kopima mpuntu ne niema opredama santima ni nyina ekoso enkakra enso so
Saadi a documentary e bae se DC omo eje womo a omo de excavator ye galamsey etoyi minister so ye ade a no wate hu bibia na bae so de na wate afa ho
afa me da wase bio ene akonya so de amame afa on se ban galamsey a o kasa fidie so de bia mbetena hanim sei me wasem ba ko pe bia na de bia meka me se ba ne galamsey a enim MPP enim NDC enim CPP se yensuo se ya ye nyina no ensuo ni ana ye poison ye ho ye forest say ya ye say when the last tree dies the last man will also die enti e wo se ye nyina ye bo eye aban no echi dom na ye boa na o fight eye kanka ababe hanging around abedan albatross hanging around your neck now. But you see me no they be me can samba go say you're John Dramani Mahama Ghana ni bia who say eba na galamsey fighting ani abriye wo hwe eye 9 months operations or more ye in fact ye ni ehun bibi sa but in the 9 months for year adwuma kama wo de enfa 9 months o kan river Amanzule river under MPP na enso na nimu in fact na dane KOFI ebi mu krasi nka wonya sugar kakra ka wonya bread and ka wonya breakfast but NDC e ba ye no enso ni aye krogen ama eye menu akabore Mahmoud Kabore eye okay Mahmoud Kabore good spokesperson for the lands and natural resources yes okoho kosegu bottle in fact onon bi kra emi hu say yes aban the buy ne mesesa enkakra reclamation exercise I call so about 320 hectares of lands are a sentiment mu hanim say yura ama boa soafo a ohwe efuma gudie ne ensase so lands and natural resources minister obaya on the regional minister omoko mansumpo temu honum ekohwe dwumadi aye reclaiming lands ne kakra te ne kire say aban na ni abriso fight galamsey but of fact say the eka no say you fight galamsey there e was ade bi e be consider ama the fight against galamsey in NCP sita no e was say yesusu ye den ye me na nsi form ye ka ni nyina so akosi ne ye kan so say facts are sacrosanct. In fact, me de bia meka me say ewiase nokre eye ba kope. Say ye fita e tuntum but say fita na odane ama ne ba kokko a enche Ghana fo ni nyina be hu say sa wo kra no de bia no asema wo kan se bi mpedua sa eya na ye ruru rather sem nokre biara nye den enimu. Ofa amanse eye beto we me matie commentary bebre and me to send na wo ko to say yura erasosasare donko or say Dr. Frank Amwakohini so nim say BBC ikoso eye asantiment mu hanim say ya Kessben nwanwa well me so the offer me so eye me nwanwa say yura erasosasare donko ono so onim say what is happening there no eye bylaws a mo ankasa passe amudi ye adwuma na mom enye DCE we and buy no the buy because of our creating impression out there say eye DCE yura Pedro yura Emmanuel Obin obaye no e na odi eye sebim producer odije sika free omo tu efoma gudie honom over me de bia na metum na mpese me kiresie na me ready bibi ansa na me ba wura mu no we a local government act make 2016 act 936 no or say a district assembly shall be the only authority to levy rates for a district despite any customary law to the contrary. What it means is that it is legally binded say a DC you know obe to me ajije sikan kakra e de free eye won a omwo mpotemu ho a omo ye adwuma ho offer the taxes eye kan offer na menim you sorry donko I don't know why omo name ni say tax of once you tax tax there it is only central government impose tax e wo yeso what you say what did you free business and ho not the about general public any if any tax
baba district assembly is to make tax
district assembly need levies omo de any levies any tax tax no so no GRA any mandated so betimi agege tax but how could district assembly I see into any tax collectors but omo ye revenue collectors until levies need they be make say end mark for some maybe a purpose be say oh mo jeje e de aboa district no eno enye general but tax ne de eboa ye nyina ye de ye jeje de aye ade be boa oman ni nyina Enti na me won say
ba pay tax law no dey okay tax law no dey assembly to me just be say property tax so to more limited aspects be
yes
to be but the levies
me can about levies not some America we omode ato yewura Pedro kon no offer enye bibia. Let me tell you something. Unim say before answer na yewura Pedro you have an appointment letter. In fact, when you have an appointment letter on the June.
The DC.
The DC. June 2025. And an appointment letter. Of our buyer, no. Yeah, you name assembly. DC in one take a decision or assembly. In fact, from the first general assembly meeting, or year or a year assembly ho. Assembly members no more ho. Presiding officer no. No cry evans on the order than puno betuno. Ono so wo ho ansa na other appointees no omo nyina wo ho eno mo obibi efe fixed fees efe saying fees fixing resolution eno na omo tenase no ma hyehyɛ say oh yemfa kwan we so na yenjiji nkakran famboa district no. In fact if be IGF internally generated revenue enti na say wokɔ local government animo committee animo parliament the question be busa say IGF say na wotumi eden ejiji offer mimi to Erastus Asaridonko. He is one of the revered journalists me respecting 100%. But you see, one thing I know me nwanwa kakra ne say wotimi kire say site A, site B, site C illegal mining activities enomoye because oka me ati ase say uko odotobiri ho nyina na odotobiri ho nom no ho nyina ye bebi omoye galamsey nko ana. Of I said, I make a note myself. Because on to me can't say, Dr. Brick Crony in an galamsey in Quantum, you'll be a new or concession or your legal mining or honum. Of I make a note as here. This is us, we wait on Quan Piena walk assassin with their sebi. Yantiasi. Share this is on my bahonum. In fact, we started 2007 Iraq for time. Not this year or a friend as some honorable some more boating. So kind of
pa
yes. Yes, honorable some more boating. Honorable some more boating. Because you see, baby or mining activities because instead the accusation need but until say investigation because I mean you are neck deep into it and answer a would rather semno. Any jadema bino. One of us some more boating a buy no starting this are bylaws a buy. Earth moving equipment nina fa kwanso eba kromo be ye adwuma ni nyina no. Omogigi omusika every year. Enti yearly enya ade a de bia omosore ana omakwa akogigi sika ewo minus no ho. This is what they do. Say afeso a yesi bra oba ubetua levy no e de ama assembly no. Na assembly ni di levy na of omundi sika no omo de ko assembly na account e wo do to be rural bank. In fact I have the bank statement of in fact journalist expose no wo hwe video ni ye du ba bi kura ma omu de akire ko rural bank ho. Nti wo de akire ko rural bank wo so de sika tuma nya so de sika na be Pedro e wo no office. Say the offer the make not as here. Wo hwe video na wo di na akire ko do to be rural bank ho no. Abra nipa no gisika no o de sika no ko to eye account ni mu. So omo mfa mboa. Enti sas ade we start under yura eya samwa boating time e no mogigi se ede boa eye ehonom ofa you kan onabo kwame anin ono so ba ho same thing obeto aso eye Robert Foku onabo Robert Foku ono so by same thing did APPIAH same thing. In fact yura ko fa do by between 2021 and 2024 wasade eye onabo samwa boating kwa na sa bae onabo samwa boating bae same na ekoso. Enti enya ade a yewura Pedro bae no eno aba be introduce eye levy and omum say taxes a oje oba introduce levy bi e de ato eye omo ye mine ne sa ne ma no so enti ofa yese otrofo ena se me dance ni e wa bruchiri say yewura Erastus Asaridonko impression now creating out there say eye DCE yewura eye Emmanuel Obin and I be introduced to taxes where they sika free minus wo no no claim say illegal minus for no hono say been producer me wo evidence wo me wo receipt wo I bet you me ehunu say sasem no kan and say been producer rudu rather sem
okay
enti Mr. Producer no say producer no ho on for receipt abandada no abandada no this year ohonum taxi ne revenue share of a receipt in 2024
20th August
2024 share omoji nipa ne say 8,000 we are Mansia Central District omoji nipa no 8,000 cedis of 8,000 now this is 1 year and was 8,000 be wo we 2024 ntina mi bisa say yera Erastus Asare donko say on say o start bibia na odi kan nya historical antecedent no now we back now we build points ne ba na kakra because you say bontin wo fra baby o munyina we aso ne sere we aso na basa e no mo se wa ba be introduce bibi mi wan so no ade ya ade a ewo ho dada ba ma wo se nkofo bi so ka se ndisi e ka se be reset ye ba be reset entinu nke ba ye nke wo se e den ye twam ofa assembly no ntina na me ka se nya ba akofo ne fa adwen assembly members ni nyina na hia omu hia wi no matoto omu adwen se yenye bibi se ne mfa mbo assembly no in fact omu kura no from IGF kra na isua na obi aba honum eye mining wo na wa claim no say illegal mining because minim Erastus minim illegal mining and illegal mining the way I was hu no and I will say o abe introduce bibi a ogigiska me wan so no receipt ni e kire say MPP for time and asade we na ekoso entendi se ba ye no o se ye ntwam a in fact ye ka se ye twam ofa say excavator se ye fa kwan so na ba say akwan meboa ss akwan me ma producer ne de akwan bi ato ho a e kire say sika o mo gigi enu abi na mo de ye reshaping akwan enu abi na mo de ye akwan we nya akwan no wo ho ama yes we eya manse se wo kwa ase obo se ne din da ho obi na giman so se ne din wa ase ho reshaping no mo ye wa manse on kakra yes ka we bi no mo de ye ofa wonu se sika o mo gigi ye no na pickups I wo assembly on any adwuma and then me no ka say wa ye pickups ni ye wa top brand new 2 pickups dey am assembly no sika ne man botomu sika ne nya ade a woje na utie ayi na ese afra brand bi nso red utie o say me na red na osoma red na be gigi sika no red na be gigi sika no se minim se utie video ni ya red no wo ho since 2008 o nyende MPP time red no wo ho NDC time red no wo red na adwuma omo obi afra no mining dex officer in fact on revenue collectors no omo wo honom no na ya no mo ko gigi revenues wo honom over in fact kaya yo for cra se bi producer ye ma me no ye nua no ma omo so an ma opan na yi no ye gigi omo bibi over ye gigi omo bibi ade eti na ye gigi omo na obi onu no mom de machine kwa akopɛ sika wo obi mposu aso na nipa ne ntimi ngigi ne levy emfa nye ade yie dia then I think say we've not been fair to ourselves. It's over.
Okay. Say this nim say ye the excavator we kwaye galamsey na oji ho sika is it good, is it right?
Of I say o see this nim say ye the excavator we kwaye galamsey DC oni mineral commission uti concessions omodi ama enkofo omo ho no mo ye adwuma untimi nka nkire me say concessions ni nyina na say enkofo ho no mo omo wo do to bi ro nyina illegal mining activities eden aye won nkofo omo ho no ma omo ye adwuma pa e na omo ntimi ntina nka say eden ya ba ku mienu miensa bi nim a omo so omo nye omo fa kwambone so no mo ye adwuma no enti no ya another angle wo say ka won asem enti no na wo say aban no yera John Dramani Mahama Naimos omo fight me hu ikra righteous na mo almost like a poster o ye post na Dr. Frank Amoakohene fast na wa frɛ omo also of national security for na sempenifo na makɔ ready honom na omo sisi ho kama it is all munim de me nwanwa kra wo no all kaso won tia say Dr. Frank Amoakohene ebe ne nwanwa kra say Dr. Frank Amoakohene be ka say onim se galamsey koso ena me susu no fa ebe me nwanwa kra say yera Erastus Asare donko onim se sa revenue ye omogigi wo amansi estati under even abandanda no kra all creating impression say yera Pedro ena de baye me so ebe me nwanwa Ebem one so say, or no akasa timber tro say, oh, the government is working hard. Or no bet my what tro cry say bia, oh, e so be baby, one say aban ne ye adwuma wo ho. No we are, no say ba be ka say aban no enye bibia e wo ahanim say. In fact, mahu antwuma ponu on several occasions, ah no akasa write up a regional minister be ka chance on just specific places. Ah mo because the boys are ready. On person mo ko. E ko dan ntokwa wo social media. What you say? Enti yesre no galamsey fight no dey yebeboa no because ye no ye pese fight galamsey na eboa ye nyina but ye fight galamsey na ye ma no kren so nye den endi animu kan ye ma no kren endi animu kan ye ma no kren endi animu kan ofa e ya rehosem and for all you know we ye ekoso nyina no ye say abo bi beka wa na efruntu na efruntuma mu me we ye ekoso nyina ofa and then one was a total setup. Yes.
A setup.
A setup
from within
and outside.
Really?
Yes. Because of how him say we say, and yet a man say central and one or mojiji sa etowi.
Okay.
Me na friend people before we be friend me say chale ekra na ejiji ha omo bobo district ni bi na ekra no because we say na ye normal thing e wo since 2007 na adentin na amanse ni nko ade e na omo ka ho asem in fact ende mitie mo juma ni ba ko no kra no so wa ye adwuma amanse ho pen
yeah
so hu no ka say we e wo ho dadaada ba onim de nti a enne na honorable Pedro e na omo dragging sa Mummy enjoy sa politics na ye no and dem make asem a kire DCs for no muntie me say we DC na say o pese adwuma na wo ye no e ho ba krogen a ma oni na ho sa abo awowo won na won ben wo no hwe omu yie yesi suro ni oben wo because we say they are to Honorable Pedro DC is 43 amowa sentiment mu hanim say e betimi ato wo so because and niema na ekoso no say ya hwa Yera Mahama de ono no sika na twa bankum twa nifa o say we DC ti say Yera Mahama e ka so mo hwehwe we mu say hwehwe mu wie na say eye no kore say ono na introduce sa taxes we e wo district ono ma Yera Mahama betima aye den kwa obefa so bi e beboa no obefa so but so hwehwe mu wie na nya Honorable Pedro e na introduce sa tax we oba no be introduce ya then na Ghana for nyina nkasa so ehun se Pedro asa na erudu rather sem but before that na atanish we image na wie hwe negative news e kopapa this is mo me hwe ehun so yie especially more mining communities no set up no de wo ho but ejina wo so e na be ma adebone e beba enti de mo ye bia na e papa no mo nkusu na mo nye se wotene na omo chia na so omo tene wo so a mesra wudi so na Yera Mahama de ye galamsey no memi sei galamsey ho asem e ba na so ye DC na wo ye galamsey ameka se tia wo ba so ye DC na wo nye galamsey na wo ye ade a assembly ni nyina ye na wo ye ade a emfa kwambone so e ye legally in fact e wo e local government act mu na so nipa bi e ka omo ho bomu so omo person omo gag against you na say na be ya president be you are yes we have every right to protect the government and to protect who DC you know
but say abai crowd ba you hwimu a from the office of the regional minister ya oye Rexec penny we this abai be san ho aba say wa regional minister regional security council da no I think he will be the first person abai be busa no say what is going on there asana be abai crab the minister be commission inquiry be anaso be kwa koyehwim be anase de mo hunu yeso fa mo satisfied
in fact
be boni be enkoso
in fact and the say me de kran say Yera Mahama de be ka say Yera Mahama odamu sronko wonim say ne report no mo de report na kwa koma no omusa ne sa ka report no oso omba be hwehwemu ombe set up committee ahwehwemu what you say nti Yera Mahama na nkasa jatum so abehwehwemu ne die ofa yentwen si Yera Mahama hwehwemu wie na Honorable Pedro and introduce sa taxes we ya yebehu se nyo no na introduce sa taxes we but se bi Pedro asa eye nkofukuo bi e na akwahye ba bia kuki niema person mo de ye against Yera Pedro so a yebehu we se nyina ofa.
All right madam mama hear statement this is assembly na issue in respect of those issue na said the Hussein Chirichi mu statement assembly no so ediaba na yen kan emunsem almost set records no straight about Amansi Central this tax galamsey tax expose ya abey say are ready project statement na mame na men kemu asem kakra bi na yen fa wrap up go the detail when it started bra assembly the shas ya sa BBC ba anase sa eto ya ye kan omo shas ye agi ye cheze nye adefofro na omo ye but the traceability say you be trace ade na ko say indeed hanom na fidie na nasa nipa na ye je ne to no ebi a akosha wo ye galamsey wo say kwaye wo say yensu ana bibi etisa no. That is what we are yet to know. So statement na ready ye statement na assembly no should good and on our hand what screen soro but men kai mu asem kakra bi na yemfa the segment and summary was say setting the record straight on the so-called galamsey tax we free Amansi Central District Assembly. Also, the Amansi Central Assembly has taken notice of a recent expose being circulated under the title Galamsey Tax. Public scrutiny is welcome in a democratic society, but it is important that discussions of this nature are guided by facts, proper context, and fairness, rather than selective narratives that may mislead the Ghanaian public. To begin with, the collection of revenue from operators who use earth-moving equipment within the district did not originate under the current administration. This revenue arrangement has existed for many years and spans several political administrations. Records available at the Assembly, including the official receipt from 2023 to 2024, clearly show that similar revenues were collected in 2008, 2012, 2016, 2020, and in subsequent years. The current administration did not introduce the system. It inherited an already existing administrative arrangement. For clarity, this revenue collection is not an informal or arbitrary practice. It is based on Assembly bylaw that was duly passed as far back as 2008 and has been operational ever since. No individual under the present administration introduced this framework. What is being implemented is an existing legally grounded Assembly bylaw that has worked over the years. The individual seen in the recordings, popularly known as Red, is not a new figure. He is a recognized revenue officer who has served the Assembly under successive administrations. His role has consistently been to collect revenue on behalf of the Assembly in line with laid down procedures. This same responsibility was performed under previous governments without controversy. Suggesting that these funds are privately kept or diverted are false and misleading. All monies collected are paid directly into the Assembly's official account at Odotobi Rural Bank. These payments are supported by verifiable deposit slips and official receipts, all of which are available for verification at the Assembly. While footage was taken of revenue collection, the portion showing the actual banking of the funds was not shown. Since assuming office, the Assembly has ensured that these revenues are used to address critical operational needs. Official vehicles that were previously grounded and unserviceable have been repaired and returned to use. The Assembly, which previously lacked basic logistics such as a pickup, has now been equipped to function more efficiently. These are practical interventions that benefit the district and do not amount to personal gain. Okay. The Assembly remains firmly opposed to illegal mining. The fight against galamsey remains unchanged and uncompromising. It is therefore misleading to suggest that any official of the Assembly created or operates a system to benefit from illegal mining, especially when the arrangement in question predates the current administration and has been administered transparently over the years. It is also important to emphasize that the authority to mobilize such revenue comes from the local governance framework, which empowers metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies to make and enforce bylaws for the effective administration of their areas. If any individual or institution has concerns about those bylaws, the appropriate step is to formally write to the relevant local government authority for a review. Until such a review or amendment is lawfully made, the Assembly is duty-bound to implement the existing bylaw. Additionally, where claims are made about legality of certain sites, the public deserves to know the legal and regulatory basis for such claims. Issues of legality are determined by appropriate regulatory institutions, not by assumptions or selective recordings. Responsible journalism requires thorough investigation, balance, and fairness. This matter should not be turned into partisan propaganda or used to damage reputations. The facts are available, the receipts exist, the banking records exist. The practice predates the current administration and is grounded in law. What the public is witnessing is not the exposure of a new wrongdoing, but the representation of an old administrative practice to suit a convenient political narrative. Ghanaians deserve the full truth, not fragments of it. Signed, Public Elections Officer, Amansie Central Assembly. Imun semno de edoso. Iti atwa nyina kire se eyenhye bi assembly na ye da hoda dada. Omo ye no 2008. The free 2008, 2012, 16, 20. Abai bi ato aba ma oma ba bia no. Omo de ye adwuma se wo use earth movement equipment bia de ye adwuma assembly bia mu a ye je ho to e de assembly no a enye assembly we baaye e na omo de baaye na nipa no a ne din anasi hu no document me friend read no enya abai we baaye no omo fa na ye adwuma assembly ho dada ya ono na gi to e de ma assembly council gi a assembly no account to be rural bank e de kotomu to be a problem with collection of set tax and they go to the appropriate authority say assemblies no mara we aya ma omo no yin free ho sika no omo de bia repair cars ne ade say they okay na me wa
yes they make
it wrap up mama
yes nti mira
say they wrongdoing bia ni
oh over me de sisi no on say era John Dramani Mahama eso mo hwehwemu and say mo hwehwemu wie na I am pass on the introduce suicide taxes no e wo hodi am say Ra Mahama don se kan twa banku twa nifa e betwa bebi a wo say twa no nti yenim say ansa na bibia nso bekwa wie no na Ghana fo nyina nso so hu no kro na ewom no ba Ra Mahama de commitment level no was ro so be fight illegal mining e bi say me starting nema me ka kire wa e kire sampa ogusu a oye ehu adwuma nso so
right was it era sipi anyway
of family that's nso so
right it was for Hussein Ibrahim the spokesperson ma Santa Regina Mr. Dr. Frank Amakwe no ne ndi nkomo fa galamsey taxi a ho asem buy from Amansie Central e dan ho aba e ba the second segment ba behwe Ayawaso West Ayawaso East parliamentary promise say Baba Jamal has been cleared. We don't say monetization of our democracy. You see the Yeshiraso Amano say uncle Konenko Bonibio Muha Nanya Boneda to one uncle battle suit to escada. Yakoba Ebedi Honkomo Coco is cannot traman penny emergency mission meeting on the cabinet. Yeah, quite fiscal Apisca Momo. Dollar no a bar form no. Expect to say goods and services a bar form. But man for say there be it's rather on the other side. Kania bo air costro. Adoba for no edge di omo pe pano dokunu bibi auto bi a science na nye kese kwea na ye kwe no are we really feeling the impact yakoba me panel we trance ni ato so we aye adwenkyere e wo Kessben television so ye dai ho abasisia Makwaba bio we Adwenkyere dwumadi na guso ahwe wo Kessben television so sabra Kessma beye enson na abo nonkron said medical kan wo second segment be other issues bia e wo memu na edi ho nkoma me message ni kakra na afi memra emeto adwumadi enso eso. As a good offer, I'm Solomon Jagri from Kunso. I salute my brother Hussein. Offer this evening I'm very sad. Why? Because my government is not taking the necessary stance on the MPP former appointees who have caused all this mess in our economy. That's why they have the audacity to criticize NDC government, who is working hard to bring back Ghana on track. By now, it should have been jailed. Okay. About good evening, please. Nothing has changed in Ghana. Nothing has changed in Ghana. We are moving from grace to grass. Because the wholesale price of 6 kg cylinder was 205 and another. But now that inflation is low and the city is doing well, the wholesale price of 6 kg cylinder is 270. Go to Kumasi Adum, you will testify to this. Homo sapien prophet. I have for mem anyway a free a buy. From Almighty Crocodile inside Santi Achimagogo, President Mahama can't fight Galamsey. Where does Gold Ball get its gold from? Better vote for Dr. Baumia in order to put a stop to Galamsey activities in Ghana. I agree, Chairman APPIAH. Okay. And Mr. Kessben of Stella's Pharmacy in Konongo. Okay. APPIAH, the guy is lying. The river Amanzule he is talking about is salty. It's not drinkable. KOFI from Elembele. And all the way free buy. But let the Speaker of Parliament know that he promised to force President to sign LGBT plus before the end of 2025 last year. But we want to hear lithium and LED bills in Parliament, not renaming of the airport. Okay, this is not issue that we are discussing. But in fact, Ghanaians are very wicked. Now let's see the price of dollars. It has totally reduced. Now look at the price of Kinky, as you said. Yekini from Asawin so, and also Edie, and no. Kwame Acidity from Achirinsua. We thank God NDC party has taken the bold decision to investigate and withdraw Babajama over vote buying allegation as with NDC parliamentary election. It's a step in the right direction as a party. Special greetings, Dr. Edem Semefia, incoming NDC National Vice Chairperson. Okay. Good evening, Ofa. What the NDC guy is saying? So if the Assembly decide to legalize Galamsey, the DC, being the government representative, will endorse it against the president's decision to fight it. It didn't happen during MPP era, so it should rather stop rationalizing it. That MPP also did that. Ghanaians are watching the events and shall be used against them. Nana Mwakon from Ehua and all the way free a buy. Pay cocoa farmers and stop this. George from Takrade and the Teacher Eric, aka be here, Scaman, so atreso. About a good evening. Hey, and this you have disgraced yourself. Before cocoa farmers in Ghana, you promise Ghanaian farmers that when you come to power, you will give farmers 6,500 cedis per bag of cocoa. But now, the little amount you are paying to them, you can't even pay the farmers. And this you have deceived Ghanaian cocoa farmers. Okay. The NDC must know that NIMOS cannot wipe off Galamsey. President Mahama is aware that NIMOS is playing hide and seek with Galamseyers. NDC has allowed their officials to embark on Galamsey to boost the gold board. The fate of Ghanaians lie in God's hands. entry Bosiako. The use of champagne has been banned by the current government. So even if tax exists, but why collect tax on champagne? For what use? NDC cannot hide on also the buyer. So as usual, keep your message coming on 0551-599-933. So I mean introduce me guests. Penifo and number so second segment or more in China, you know more AD Juma and to my immediate right, Dr. Boache Dankwai is a lecturer at Amstead and Team Ken Japan. Call Konovi Nene Da the Karabaha, member of the NPP. Sarah and so and Dr. William Atawusu. So your Central Regional Communication Team member for the NDC. On one year, no, Eddie Jumai, second segment. Doctor, Akwaba. Now you're there. What call corner by, you know, Unyamefia. That by the Ochi was saying emphatically Ken was going to win. What happened? What's your so microphone on
it? Get to a champion. I can't appear minka lawyer. Namachia, Menam for be war, Manson Watereso. The be almost a motimenka. Dr. Aquaya Muidi, Tinedi, every cell for me chairman. Of a brain ho, Nina say Yakwabato. There are two issues in the game. Either Selben winning and I will do. Election and Tessa football and draw him. And Tiakoyani. And you see MPP and when Dr. Baumia and a presidential candidate. And ye bonnet chidom. Ye pushy. Now I did a Kushia doctor. Say Yamaboa 2020 TV to me a human frequency because you had near Mauka Kenya near Manqui and fat. And you ever see a better to your name, you put your house in order, your deep share near Maufi, near Timini, in NDC 4, Aquaco Bueni, near Hedia 2020, Ghana for 82 minutes Besashan and Sa. And see, quite about 1 year and decided about it.
You have United NPP.
Oh, sure, so me, that's what I believe. Yes,
Team United NPP. Dr. William, Aquaba, now you're there. Yamigo say, post many a day, I'm out, say, I'm out, why oh, I don't know, Jubilee House. Yamina Hemiso. So, I party in here some no. Na enyuma paswa era John Dramani Mahama e dey go from never board na what me implement so those policies no na Ghana fanenti mapafra yeah dey trying say MPP for back yi Dr. Mahamadou Bamiaba because ade ananko no Ghana for nim say we expert e wo ho ye say yen hihye amamuo mu nsem na sikasem ye nti ho no feel nti no minim dia Dr. Mahamadou Bamiya sa ba be ka biem maybe about cancer digitalization and how can you embark on digitalization without digitalized infrastructure this annual way nyina anya dia say be producer obiti ba ka sa ma Ghana for ajatum biem nti dia Ghana for hwa ne say NDC beto aso na 40 years ya o mani ye ne do mani agina bi na businesses be koso na mranti o moko school no say almost school so mbiti ma school tertiary education no first year ombe school mu free na incentives bi a mo deserve bi a no mo ye challenge disabled for ni ade a mo school no mbiti ma school level 100 200 300 400 that we university no manya adwuma papa ye na adwuma ye ba ye se ba ni aba be kreti 24-hour economy policy no so no ya implement na Ghana afanenti mapafra offer ya de bibia ne ho a ye sheki Dr. Mahamadou Bamiya de ye nyina yenim dada nti woni me ade papa bia ade foforo bia ode ba nti Ghana for so nye prepared especially even as Santimam has say krana Santimam is not prepared say the Dr. Mahamadou Bamiya ba because oba we try to torture Santimam okay so our politics you see a comes say and I saw the best to do say yeah they you be your politics something mind have it okay right you have not know you have not know na issues so yeah chance you feed the fresh one NDC in 24 a committee say aya also is about to moto ye e wonima na omoyi omo parliamentary candidates ketua na TV chenkusua ne ade be mo no omo kaseti anko yo na nwumre cry sakate say they've cleared Baba Jamal to contest Sabachi I say by me so humbi free me there but the social media is awash with kusua flat screen motorbike near day I'm obi e cassette and say democracy for sale party penifo cassette aso ma hwem omko hwem wi say baba ya clear no onko what do you have to say
in fact me T news no I'm reading kakra on social media no I'm quite disappointed because I'm thinking I made a statement somewhere say in fact, I'm full support with the NDC functional executive in the Kai. And then the majority in parliament so can say, or we investigating they even suggest to say, yeah, now vote no election, you can then can some cotton for. And the committee of Moti, I think, Honorable Mahama Ayariga, no account, no recusing, no. Yes. My news of saying we all of us were expecting near her quite say, and Kibinya Bibi at the end of union who social media and you see a check of a 7 1 head and can you could see I know I'm a pushing over. And to say I know I'm a question, it's me that any palm walk or trouble the next one of you. In the media, me I'm quite disappointed. Yes, I'm near. Honorable Baba Jamal. She say ya Penny Mahama, a friend, science or calling and buying. You say I didn't want to come back and say 1 penny eat a humble pie nana. Because investigation and 1 penny. I debate to just say, Minuya Baba Jama or Ghana, 1 penny name is in New Nigeria. 1 million fee, to watch any position of the reason behind say election air course when you near Maba community at Tusini. Now, no woman who do public office. Into a maritime fee. And could you name who of us said a working, you know who motorbike in a year 1 a large refunding kakra. Aha, 1 in the chair. Moto 150. I name who social media, not the Ghana democracy they could do. I feel Baba Jamal so chair 32 inches television. We is 100,000 tachiri. We could see near man one side chiche. Sika will be also Jenny dear coy. We can boom on social media and who say, Baku Canon near many Nabuma will be kura 15,000. Yes, name any of you. A more of her lifting in another account. You Maggie keep her Kivugari of a Garin in account. The NDC for the Garin in Ache and what a more and Toma or Fantoma when you're afraid. Of I win yet, toilet ruin is Sicily. So, near my win in NDC for any win or moche. So, Nana Kufu can't send be, and maybe 2000 election. Time an MPP prabe petumino. Was in Mamun could this uncle for your mochi chairs, a cafra, bent one a crabanes anime, and noon and ne. Dr. Masadia Beminia and Masadia Bay. Into of a mimuni say, Kitendisi form to Mufagana for say a year, Sebi, maybe Ombedada ania, in Militua, now a best be seen a name. Sano Moshe, because they ain't come who boo Magana for. I didn't get any name with a good TV, so yet, my mini dinner when Dina, never when you go. The motor of an motor is yet on. The TV in the 20 honor. Nini now Kabuma, never weigh more than 30,000. And today, NTNS were fan never with the coffee because of a delicate cake. See, can if you find ever, you weigh ya. Honorable fee quote in the issue statement. Now, mean we have fee quote, Mimpode. Nancy Wabaka says, where you suffer, or so a Baptist suffer. To name him, could be to my general name, Aman or Cradaddy. Part of Antimama, sir. If we or Madame, I become some for flattery. Intimidate me disappointed. May highly, highly disappointed because. DNA expecting to say, I dare know, you see, he who alleges must prove. And think our day, what can't seminar dancing in every social media, and dear necessary, the assassin with them. And this is what I quite down, say, Yakle Baba Jama, won't call 32 inches, Nasco man, and that dear Yakle no say won't contest election. Into Wafa, Ama a bocoin be a 2 mem has say, or mem Hanos is in Sabicafra, who was a car 2 minutes to wait Makwaji. No, if I can answer, say, winning a Sabicafra, of only Miss Abraboya and Nemuma, Kumuka Krakura, saying, sometimes of a destiny. Sika to be a destiny, who had Yame born in Shredinachi. But to be in Sabisum be an year in Jessica. And so for being as any panel said, we need answer the woman. This any panel, yet the Nicoди or within Sikani beto position is here who could MP no good minister be a dear didn't obey. na sabi nipa wo won hyehye nimdie enu ana me ne Professor Yahans ewo NDC ewo one of the network mu nua ba ko so yedi nkomo na beto mu sa say Professor Yahans why astute mathematician professor what you say position si ya chai bi anso no so but ye nim nkofo bi a ofa yentimi modin wa what you say omonya positions no omu hu de omonye excuse me no ofa me kan ma kan sisu ye nua brand e be hwede wo ye toto papa so watoto wa fairly wiffly when hu ba bia enti esenke de ade ne ma nipa bia nkomo wa ande ne hu nimde no mutimi ye by sense wo man mu sese sika na ekasa bibia nye dinti no sika akasa ma nimde ekadem si ya nhwe democracy ni yie na si yenyine na so pintin die pa na asesa mahama yariga mo ka sei na party functionary executives so ka sei no mu wieye eno madane wo mo se no yakle no mo kle ne he ade ni data TV no so yenyina ehu die na asesa wo fa intimidate. I'm highly disappointed. In fact, I'm highly disappointed in NDC and the NDC majority in Parliament and President Mahama himself.
Okay, that's it. Dr. William.
Doctor, issue no buy no. Era John Dramani Mahama. Ahombrasenia Ghana for nyina aginatum. Our buy ni nyuma pa ugusu awo yenti Ghana for NDC atuma. Why o madwen say 2028 election o mesadi atan ba nwa konwa so no issue no ba ya nana wanya opani asabi otia konwom just so otia konwom say ye hu no previous government where opani a we proactive na what the statement by ye ba ya ye ba no ye kan say ye bebe reset economy no ye ba be reset agenda na ye de ba no ya no this statement by say yen revoke ni position president edin ni statement aba president ene ebu o man no president na Ghana de o man na shene sa 4 years president na Ghana ni wodi mugidie ena osa empower say committee so ntra issues no so functional executives atnase na mo tnase no mu say yewura baba jama issues na mo de abegu ho ni nyina na propaganda ebi na ekotomu because one wo hwe TVs na ebesisi ho na ene nneoma na ebesisi ho ne ade ne nyina na according to sources no within MPP kate ene de sa nneoma no go ba bi no mkodwa pictures na offer nyapte enya dia NDC as a political party yenye ba ya yama corruption aba form ye ba ya yama Ghana yahye Ghana ama Ghana agina pe ye ba ya ama international community so ama Ghana a reshemu anya gidie we mu a chese biye nya bibia ye mmere eti se amambo dada na etwam no anya dia NDC be sada na yewura baba jama simple se sa bibi sa ne course kura na me support me metena ha se e me defend so bi to votes se de be obawe ni a se ba sa no a mo amampuntu dwuma ma nipa ne betena ase e na se bi wagine sika ese wa vote na manaba no ba na je ba sa na wono no de na oba ba ya mo man no e ba sa mampuntu dwuma anye de enkoso oni po no so ba e ka wa bo no oba beti but NDC as a political party no yewura fifi kotenum atena ase yewura se edunkati anum tena ase omo de hwehwehwehwe nioma mu nyina no yehu se yewura baba jama enya sabi wono na e cha ade no e na ade no kogina ba bia se wo distribute anase wo che nioma bi e de ama electric no de wo ye nyina ye hwe ne se omamwo papa Ghana for NDC atum no ene de ba na sa nioma we nyina ya ade bia sebe metu MPP fofo metu other independent candidates no omo parliament no fo say yes ye chichire oman na se oman na ye chichire no ye the vote buying ene ewura amamuo no mu a emu amamuo nkoso eba sa na sebe mpraduasa ebema oman no corruption na be more eti ye hwe kwan ebe fa so a ye be chichire oman a ede oman no ahoto beba oman a bema nkrakra nya arehemu wo mpanifom gosi ye chichire oman na se both MPP NDC obia de tumi hye ne sem na ska akra me wonti no sebe me de ba na ma ba be to votes na ma wene a wo wene a nimde be na ade ba ede na ba implement ede na betima ya ma sebe mpududwuma ba de na betima ya ma sebe infrastructure development aba ede na betima ya ma job creation aba So only capacity now. I say electorate this trust you say. Yemu wini or mine no or mining punto or mining coso and no near the church or mine. See a trafa konia kwakwe say ya kwa aba na both MPP yes will be a koto aba ha na ya wakoche TV wakoto votes ama wawinia. See a trust in your casa and then you say minua doctor who nyadi obit my day. Abedi MP ni bida. Ebi so na ebi kura or capacity obit my day. Adi MP ni no adi ni ye. Enti ni MPP ni NDC na adi we AC no. Enya adi asem impreduasa nokre. Ena enya nokre no so ndi kwa asem impreduasa. Obi anso so tena se o dwene saade ne se o di hye ni tirim se election dey sem woska kra bia bit my day. Se kasika ne ade we ni habade a se de na kakene de Japan ko we ni election.
Hello, Skache Ubia.
Oh, na Kennedy sabi o kasa ne boso say o sika factories ahodo ne ade nyina. Say ye sika dia sen ko toy.
The Brian Suits.
Ka Brian suit etoy ana meboa. But o man timi. Eti ye wura Baba Jama election na winning ye no. Wo winning clear because of the competence.
Ba udi me ya adwen so mo che ne ma.
Eni o ma che de mi ni ho ma hu ena pe intela ekura me no. E che say Enkofu bi na head akwa hwehwe nioma just to tarnish Baba Jama's image. Baba Jama a astute lawyer. Ah say be wabɔ ne bra. Enti wontimi kwankɔ ye saade no. Why politics enye ne. Ah say be wonko chiche saa nioma ne nye dai. Na say be wokura no wokɔ akɔpɛ votes afi candidates wo electorate wo. Na wokɔ na say sika na nioma na akɔcha. Ebe de na atwia appreciate nipa no. Na tambe kura no be sasa nioma we nyina say o sadi akɔfie. No, we are no business share the Guamnos GBC Badab. Quite a fast or Dinyan Yomano, and Yaquan Papa Tienchema, and now end day. Eti enya and no cre. Na memo papa NDC ba yeno, ye dear good form. And put to Juma ba banking sector a bar, she say, a Mantiani Maba wa Eco Bank, Omniabosian de Juma. Ah, Sebi. Rantia name a business men and women more gun haseno ewa reshemu or minum because duty near the above form and on MPP 4% o mi Ghana for adwene de free so
you know na men kan fifi report no nchiro. I said the committee's report is that ideally we should have annulled the primary. However, the committee acknowledges that there are real obstacles that make it difficult for us to do that. The party's constitution doesn't have a provision for annulment of election. We are time bound because we need to present a candidate to the EC on February 11, which is tomorrow. And there are legal challenges that could be mounted by whoever won. In light of that, the party has taken the recommendations and we have no option but to present Baba Jamal as our candidate. We are going to do a comprehensive review of the whole process that lead to our internal elections. We are expanding the committee by adding 4 more members to make it a 7-member committee so that they come out with recommendations to deal with this inappropriate canker as far as the elections are concerned, he said. Today, committee na ye nhwemu no se de committee na kan ye adwuma de a abana so kom twam
but only to me bia
temie pa
ke se si ade ni si
e kire se ye tua sika che ne mama amanfo de it is not a fact in issue. You know, because something is a fact in issue, it's a idea is approve.
Yeah.
It will be accepted, say, we say akoso. They say kabani twam. So it's no more a fact in issue. But time no so chinam ko so ndo omni pako. Tu twam ba de hwan akọ. Untimi ka se atwam mu yi obi de nakọ. Party no so ni mra kire se bokoto aba wie na obi BBC si ayi twam. Party ni ni hye bia ho. It the time eni omafa. And no mini mrebia ho nemum or say oba wie no tinie pa or say we are adding 4 members to make it a 7-member committee so that they come out with recommendations to deal with this inappropriate canker. It means that the party has accepted say ye to aba sanye manie day ekoso so it's not a party issue.
Canker say inappropriate.
Yes. There's a party na giatum say this inappropriate canker
no, yes.
That day amount for chase can near man. By committee no Somebody had that so we can't deny the fact say the visa was.
Yeah, offer. I said okay. I say yeah, NDC as a political party, you need to start to mean. Sabi, yes, visa koswa. Yeah, share na yeah, independence in chain. Nya kufa ni power fraba. Electoral commission any was start to mean. Obitima share a choir a coin say a co-chair when they saw my or the referee or the report over. NDC as a political party, where you are if you could teach church and semuna. What is a sacred see ya? You're moving forward, ye be pet a choir, ye be ya, fast hard yan day, Emma. In some way, can you vote by and some way can American was I made mention say, I adebia a coso within MPP party. Just recently, I'm got to obey. Enough for 4 year MPP for you. AB have 500 brand, BJ Kennedy 500, Yura Baumia 500 brand 500 brand the chrome baby already and so be 100 in addition.
So it means
say but then me tia say no the person channel say your money nya dia me dey me support setisa na Yura Baba Jama kra no oye sad na. It means the image our building over the years, no, and opposite or the incobese, no, but one yet because Papa ni Nipabia were very disciplined. It said, Bibi a course or Hobia, Sabia, or more person Baba Jama Eba, and they be almost sponsor project because of Baba Jama experience a crano, Baba Jama, Nimdia crano, with me abwa, na NDC, I found it in my pefra, and this acronym, and this ruler for maybe 40 years, and Sana Sabi, MPP for Banya Conyana. Yen share Sabi. In Chimano sono, Sua Huno Benya free mu. Says where Sua Huno Benya free mono. I'm when Chimano say a dear dim punto Sua Hunu Ebeba. Emwa.
Okay, right. We are mamma young. So the party has accepted, say indeed, wrongdoing a course of the Kezekum, but time on tea, to buy committee no future biano, Umsiano. Idea mommy Modia Nano course in the candidate be a TIA. So the two parties are monetizing our democracy.
The system.
Okay. Same way dear as people like us, no. Two of us sitting here as a PhD who days, we cannot deny the facts. Sometimes in the crowd has a can. That's what that you beat me out of our society and you clear certain name a Phoebe away a sister in democracy in any and Ukraine. Yakobay, Zed no can you could we could but on say Kessika Kakra. By NDC of our a near my chan Casabem Mutu of a Mutu back 15,000 and send we are TV a year a NASCO TV 32 inches a year bear 6,000 better than okay. And now, and in your mouth, or for young canning in a moment, and you can say yes, sir. We could have found a mimic, you say, in a party in Bibia, in Casadi, and think free part in the confessing. Young Fan said, what coming and Necras war and then should be near Chiliho. Or more about 12 1 will be a jar, a Tumampo, be near her, from Mutunibini. A Tumampo, Hoya Tumampo, men and Necras or constituency. Tear robber, where you bet 30,000 plus. Back of what we bear 150 of any capital. And think I have Nipano back 9,500. Oh, okay. Say the beef is Sankasi. So if you was sanity be a for duty near more for. And Wafa, and go free san and sue could be a sequa braqua, Jella so sano babe 12 hour pessetti. And I think a party in money be bigger crack, Shintia dear, Cassica of Funkin happy. But who is thinking you can see free candidates in all. As candidates in Club, I think a party in Mumuji, Nanko Mumudico. Of only saying, best sanitary system, yes, sir, of a mini bar, or man, I this year, but non from Namponco, and Franem Coa, et Yaponcoso. Dear be yes, sir, Sabica Fra, woman, when your time wouldn't me, dear, who near my experiences, yet to kind Cacranum, said near my social minor, and I manage organization. Will be the cabbage, Nasabi woman was enemy dear to her. In the things both MPP and NDC, no, as he kind of criteria. In fact, straightforward, as he guys are here.
Okay.
ɛsɛ gya saa adeɛ no.
That's it. Right. Yamfa no nsi na party na clear ba jama so eto nkotwe de atwe ni mu bo. Onyame admo chama pani mama. On the cabinet by emergency meeting. Cocoa farmers. Cocoa is the backbone of Ghana. Safena so na cocoa syndicated loan be at 1.2 billion. If a ship Bank of Ghana account we pay na omanya hoto so say dollar no upe bia ubenya. Say cocoa kwafu so. If you say okay dynamics na cocoa bo no aba from aban ton a obebo ka ene de ka ho ntino they are not pay aban so or but farmers this from the nya boshe e no mo pay iti de aban enso ka. Dr. William cocoa kwafu se mo share mo bo cocoa mo ba mbetumu akọ 6,005 mo ba entumu no ama afi de kakra na yede mo 3,001 o say no a mo mfa mo na onye bibia mo ase a uja abon nya sakro no what can say
mefa konya so na mapa ya maame no mo asabi omo kwankwanu ni brofood ni other places a sabi omo akuafo na omo boama Ghana koko adwuma ekoso na enye sa na NDC as a political party ye peno se ye ba ye betu ye no wado afuo na waboa na okoko no watimi etwa na odi egu apaso na wahata na adrum na esi etuaka ni ntimi ntuaka but offer yen hwa de bi kakra na mesemo me maame no de asibia no enye ni da ho na mecheche nsemu kakra na before me bedru ha sei no na me nimpanifo akasa enti ye no so me beta ato na mama mu ahunya arehye mu say after me submission no bo hu say NDC as a political party ye ba ye say ye ba ne aba reset economy no ye behwe ne atua musika amamo na asumdi aba na odo na ewo ye ne mo ntem no ye mpese ye be lusu sa wodo no because mo do yen e na mo gi etum na mo de ba nwa konyo no of hwa de kakra 27th February 2025 balance sheet na Ghana Cocoa Board ewo as at that period no na a car na omo syndicated loan omo akwaje da ho omo service loan was 32.5 billion na da ho omo service yemusi an we say in course of the loan no under Yewra Baumia ne Akufo-Addo a period no they were unable to service the loan ama loan no ebeye kwankro bi ene besi ho based on that no na every month bibia no sika na eso mutua which is 9.7 billion ISN ko mutua under cocoa syndicated loan no o mo ntimi based on the contractual agreement no ye no ye sign ya ye di agina sa quantum no under 2016 during John Dramani Mahama regime na etiminya to 800 tons of cocoa near the adeni nyina no MPP as a political party it failed to do it. Notwithstanding MPP fairly ye nyina echi no per the contract no na say cocoa no syndicated contract na say every year bia no omutimi enya 333,767 tons and yes etimi accrue based on the contractual agreement no. But all these things no MPP as a political party under 2023-2024 cocoa season period no omo ntimi because of mismanagement tia omo manage loan no omkoje ye no omo ntimi amwa na sebina kwakuafo kra no esu se omufuba nu omo de begu omufuba ho kra no omo nya ntama ho kira de aba amom cocoa sesei ema ye kan but Nana Akufo-Addo say wonti obi a Yewra Dr. Bahamadu Bamia so that time won so gina house digitalization tina cocoa for de we yi omo afrim eti no chi no so no Yewra Randy Abeba no so of face financial and operational challenges because whereby say we need sika we dey be adwuma e better than what ma here adwuma no because we buy no betoka they can also minimum notwithstanding we share world market say ya cocoa prices was perform what perform it based on that no cocoa price na tiaba form no so no ama sebi facility a ye kwaji ye na time na say etimi hona facility no any more terms and conditions ni na no ye ntimi because of mismanagement under MPP regime NDC yɛde tumi na man John Dramani Mahama ba yɛ reset economy no yɛhu ni sɛ these are the challenges na wɔ hɔ no ɛsi yɛ pɛ the root cause ne yɛhwɛ kwan bɛfa so a yɛbɛ solve matter no na sɛ de bɛyɛ ɛnkɔkɔ krankoro ɛnkɔ da hɔ no ti John Dramani Mahama hu yɛ no say okay fine cocoa buyers no so mo a yɛ ma mo sika yɛsɛ mo fa nkɔtɔ cocoa no ma account kyerɛ cocoa board na cocoa board hu sɛ wo na PSC wo ye hwan e na wo ye talk about cocoa sika dia ma mu nyina se mo fa no beto cocoa no come and account to us ni ehu se sa sika we de ma wo no wo de ye adwuma all these things na ntimi anye yi enti no wo hwa challenges e wo sese no cocoa board e wo problem papa problem kase pa na da ho because that problem we da ho yi say sika 9.7 billion yenya e na cocoa no so kra no dudu esi enya na ye export a ye sanka e na kuafo kra sika so a yenya because kuafo sika no say cocoa no ayeda yi price na perform John Dramani Mahama transia no say no ade we say no say nye say ne kuafo no kan ye eti kwan bia so ene ne kire ya ese ehwe ne etu omo sika mo eti abani de nyoma agu fam sebe ato forcing ene ni mpanifo atenase ahwe kwan e be fa so a ye be solve sa problem we a kuafo sa be ka omusika na Ghana so no koko seta na emrante ne mamba wa under MPP regime no ennam se ne nkoso ntini mo na ye yi omadi omtifi omunya adwuma nye okokoko friend say buying companies na more na no they say who ba bia mo obekoko esiwo but nipa ni mo ye de omo ye adwuma why because logistics omo hia no omo sanka ena cocoa board na kasa no so no adwuma eseko no so timi ye no onya cocoa na cocoa ni sanka ntikuafo na omo do cocoa no de omo ni aban ni asem omo ni NDC aban ni asem omo de omo ye adwuma na omo ye no mesem panifo se omo hwe na animanimu ya omo ntu omo sika mo omo said the bear arechemu omunyama NDC aban odo omunyama NDC aban ahombrase asabe yerua John Dramani Mahama brand ho ase no ba ye no ehye nneoma papa aboa Ghana amaga na afa ntima pa efra no mo mesa nim na CEO so aka ho ase biblibi concerning the cocoa issue no uso hwe cocoa issue na aye issue bi a si anhwe ne anyi politics and film na yampe ekwan e befa so a both MPP NDC CPP ni ade no yahwe kwan e befa so a galamsey ya sebe ye nyinaa ye fight say galamsey eko ebe tu ase na yetimi embark on cocoa plantation na cocoa plantation yetimi exporting more say be ya ekogi loan kra na ebetima pay on time na international loan no ye kwaje ebetima meet deadline no yetua ne ntem nye tuya ne ntama enkofa asem bia so nye the problem bia nye the emrain because when you call loan next loan no time e dey ma want me to loan na interest baso so a you lose reputation enti under
doctor Jesus say ke to say
who say amamuo no ebu no I say what office na who say work abi o ho a sabranti we na adwuma so ani pa anti sabranti we de ofi adwuma ma be hawo means be I saw for underground ide also was about any issues man say be able to maintain no na sa issue here be say Zumi says can cry was too much ejina wo a we CEO no how a obe come out with a strategy obetimi aboa na wanya sika e dey run office no because you do kotena position as a CEO wadwuma wo ba ya wo ye wo hwe wo challenges a wa address ni nyina no wa address ni nyina kama wo hwe rende aba adwuma wa ye ni sese a che se Ghana ha se no since Ghana cocoa board e ba ye na CEO sa ma ba no wo hwe adwuma wa ye ni sese a che se obi ani ho a obetimi deny de
really
oh yes obi ani obetimi dan toto because wo ba ye no bibia na o ma hu updates no o ma hu ama say me ba get to do usu be ma no na menene ka cocoa issue na ade was daddy na say cocoa NDC aban e ba yi sanye NDC kra na nyam na mkwaje sa abosia wi na 32.5 billion sabi MPP aban kwaje yi na sika esen komutua na every month bia omantimi antua interest accrue na at the same time no so no cocoa no so esen komutimi boa na cocoa tons esen omantimi anya na mo ba inherit yi mo ba inherit eka maba hete ahokyere maba hete koko kura nu aba na nyina no nua ni nyina no esese enti say in this case better much remember so right Randy Abe nimde sabi say ye ka say obi a baabi wode ne koto baabi na ho eden ka obetimi ahwe na wasesa ho a waba he koko wokọ na no minya tab eko koko board e wakra me ko ho no me officers no say omu nyina anya rehemu e na omo so kura ne they are not happy say ntua kuafo ka enti me maame no me papa no ahobrasem NDC as a party Yero John Dramani Mahama and any chair cabinet meeting koso ye within next week ko nyina no ye ba ha se tuo musika ma se be Ghana omoni be now sabe obi a ne be ko school na bia wo ko koye law and I say or ye accounting or other institution because of fees intino and you know chancellor na ho no onu wonim se sabe aban wa koko
okay
etiba sansa be ha adwene tie ntu omoka se de boy omma no so no ebetimi aidai agubra mu na omo so enya dachi
ntabache da
ofa me huse me share NDC fo na omo kasa se ya na eye me sire o
sao
ofa NDC fo de na me nwa se me nua Dr. Tawusu ofa Minya doctor me bese me ka so mabom.
Kwa kewi.
Oba dia dia ya tie se pa cha me minya nya na baka nya na beka. Me ka Randy Abe mu. Ofa
da bi Randy Moy.
Ye di kan no.
O Moy ofa ba nya sa correction.
Ofa Dr. Randy Abe yes we resign.
Sir.
So we resign ya yes we mpani Mahama yi ne di.
Reason is
yeah ofa in the 79 years history of the Ghana Cocoa Board e bin see that se koko a egu dem yenye sikantua ka ofa me ka ba koko gu dem yenya botokora mfamum mi wa sa Randy Abe ya na be ka se boto gu obebere kura mpo yentua ka boto no wai ade ne mu nya boto vamba jaji asie nti 79 years of establishing Cocoa Board of a bin see that se kuyani October November December January yewura February ye ko 5 months kuyani nya sika of a me family head mabusia penny we cocoa merchant we cocoa farm ni bi and was sign e to cocoa wo frame ya was yaw he said ye nya hwe sika ni bia
almost o matua bi o 50,000 metric tons per day
of mo tua he ayi for the bem IFC see me read the article no International Finance Corporation and the bem be through I think Access Bank e dey $134 million be support ye and na yem minua so wudin kawe hene sorry nkawie chemo hene wo yakura ase wo bibiani ena nsu ho woni ne to kuku area ho nyina me ne no e wa arrangement yesi ye kwa akra ne ofa wiki e wumi wonya sika ma na nya sika ma ofa NDC for de since 1994 ana ye omampani dada wo kone kra chinya memfa ne currency Lawrence a pencil ene ye de sa kuku funding model way by financing model by over there are two financing models for Ghana Cocoa Board.
Okay.
One of them you find forward sale ni say cocoa time ne be so June July ho no na abanya your budget say this year metimenya cocoa be 800,000 tons then no makọ international buyers ne ho wo kom ho Ghana we mostly sell our cocoa to US, Belgium, Netherlands, Japan and France kakra into wo kom ho say US e be 200,000 tons wa na waje proportion of nisika Belgium beto 200,000 na waje nisika of as much as what I say who can say abu mu wia na wanya de be son cocoa no to for the season
oje invoice now they are copy
sika na sa and then you finish syndicated loan so we say seriously into mu wia wo de sika na ba na de beto cocoa no so wo to cocoa wo wia na de sika no cocoa na koma wo mo na say mo de atomate wo ka wo mfa so no wa de nyina wafa. That's the forward seat. Now, another method or another financing model, a spot sale or instant sale. Spot sale or instant sale, they say, which is how cocoa ni na the drama so. The cocoa ni bo on it, Belgium na epebia peking kran na waje usika na ndc fo nim say aban dadan rents aban dadan etwa mu no say be ka fa no munim nyansa on pani kufo aban na etwa mu no munim nyansa atamas de na betwa Muhammad de na obetwa dunsom kran na o mabom no nim say sa na tie di say de finance team foforo aba o mo si yenko sa sports ni yenko for we say ni biom o mo ko sports sale nti omo di koko no ko dwaso a me ya peking kran then time no last year omo ye number koko ton no ye $9,600 nti no mo je so mo kwaje $9,600 nyina aba of forgotten said there's a risk in the international trade markets what you say nti nga mo kwasa no kwa mo ko sports ne na nkese nka mo hedge against risk when we say this they didn't do all these things you of way finance me mo advice ke me nua ta mo fanko on ko kire wo Oma anya sa na ma we nyina e no mo ekọ sports na kuku no say
hedge ne say
that's correct but then
hedge and even if price ni increase kura we just say price no perform we dey say it wa hedge enti o ma nkosa for say no mo call sports no e na ade na ti ifri 9,600 even 2024 December na cocoa international market na $12,806 and as at last year omo econo na about 9,600 say of as we speak say 4,100 at when we say the city here this is sports say no wo so wa ka chere kuyani ni say wo ba wo be man price ba 6,900 no so wo ka bo mu sisi offer and number 990,000 plus. We price is soon and they say 4,000 something. When we say this year, let's say even current price and come to buy a boka. Finance model na ye. One calculation we na risk no take here in amfa. What you say? Into way ade o di akuafo no hwamo. Into no munya secondary o mo kam. Ofa ade ya practicing for 32 good years 1994 to 2025. 32 good years. Dey na fe de ba ya NDG for cost policy. Ofa we gamble chacha omo de kokko akuafo na ekoto chacha na yentimi nchechire Ghana man ofa abra yemmo kokko akuafo din wom yemmo kokko akuani din wom kokko akuafo na ayi wo man nyina ofa meme to me de me kokko ni ba kokko sian bi scholarship na hwe me na sebe na dabroma metimanya PhD na medidi metiche wuti ase ntidi enti na metoto kokko fo ase ye wo kokko farmers numbering around 800,000 in this country ofa sankofo we nyina atoba ha endi tifo nya secondary omoka mo di Ghana kokko na akoto chacha say ya no for mo ye nemo gambling chacha say ya to what I say the best practices no wo ha as mo fast no mo fa the best practices no so mo tsa wa to force sense ya no ye be call sports say of sports say no so ye risk no ye 90% risk ni 90% ya no na isi wo mo ko tun ma sports say no am fa na say am ku afo ho a che
mo hu sa no na trend analysis na che say ko bo no
yes at that time
so they realize in the future
the sports scene
but financial market in international
then they had it wrong
and if
that is the case here
what you do they say you don't do all on sports sale
exactly
ka wo di bi ekoye for sale no bi a wa chem kura mienu so na o the fire sports sale o twen ebo a emudu na de aka de wo akọ heji ato se be ya bodada no
that projection say
projection
dog okay nyina who betima is her projection nyina whereby say o balance sheet no
me ye doctor na o de
balance sheet no o debt balance sheet
there be any debt balance sheet you need debt
doctor and the no so can say from 2023-2024 crop season you know na mo akwajeje invoice say Ghana be supply be 800 metric tons but mo to me supply 500 meaning that yeah, the car, I was say a tin neko problem.
That is it.
Of any buy. Of in 2025 budget. Dr. Atoforsen, no enumerate all sector by sector. I can't win one cocoa board. You never mentioned into the 2.5 billion in Ghana cocoa board. There's nothing in 2025 budget on power. There's nothing in the budget there. BBS anyway, you read the budget, no. I feel no more. Unless I hear from a film of a construction there sector by sector okay can in 2025 one can be any budgeting enti di omu kra fe no omu pe bibi omu incompetence no ne ma na omu fail no omu antima anye no e no omu pe bibi dia be se
asma doctor kasa
ade mu mati ade na mo de nkyere mo e kwa mo mfa so ofa nti ade ne kire se ya practice this financing model no for 32 good years yenya problem da. The cocoa farmer is always safe. The number one person is in the cocoa farmer because one any livelihood, one any income. Our the tenants has issue, what the bonny black in the ma. To say no, Monday I not to am a cocoa for now and watch the woman. Dear what say we name Bono Bodan so cocoa in what year. What the work with the wow and answer a Togo Cotoma of why bonnet. 1 year bonnet because you say no, say when it was about the why macramanca. About how macramanca and cow. In the NDC4, the never Moko Baby be shaming at 32.5 billion wine any baby. Yeah, transition. A be to ho. And yeah, fin around the Abbey around the Abbey of our incompetent. He has to resign if you will not resign. Yenuya, woman penny Mahama, in WOFA. Okay,
asma Dr. Ekano Entisa. Na I'm say minim baby or then accounting free. Accounting the oh yeah, end of year account. Now what proceed to the next account. Until any time beyond when there is a balance of payment deficit to more. So all revisitors have deficit. Now we can't be fast to rectify that situation. Whereby say what you was saying say with the baby to cocoa. Okoye cocoa no yes it to 800 tons metric tons. Metric tons went me and
but also we got $1.8 billion.
MPP for any point fast we chantro. MPP na junior doctor to we sabe what ye enya dia SS sabe o ma ba o me influence o na be kan asema any kwase o ka wonim se won se tons no wo ko yese koto no me ba se me ka kire sika e koje ya ese mutua sa sika no sa sika every month bi ese mutua 9.7 billion sa sika na mo antimi antua e ma interest cry dey accrue enti dem pese me kire ne se wo in necessary be producer wo de ka ne ka na wo de no ese utua se wo ye analysis bia na wo ye analysis e betima dey aboa wo na se de be ya obetima tua ka no na the same time betua akuafo ka na issue ya wo hoyi enya NDC issue MPP for the debate NDC ne ho no because NDC as a political party no ye ready say any challenge bia na ewo sector bia no ye be address Randy Abbey na Randy Abbey or resign wo aboka gu ho wo buy no operational cost challenges or financial challenges or sanuma we nyina no wo ja to dampan sabi empreduasa o mo ye lo contractor hodo ni ade nyina wantimi antu o moka says can no dey fine.
Okay, that's it. Mami message nkakra na afi yemra the last. I'll say when you use propaganda to win elections, cocoa price will expose you. This cocoa price have exposed how clueless the NDC in terms of economic management. I always say, let's give time some time. Ghanaians are watching closely. Master Planner Junior from King Tampo and all the way a free buy. Good way of I'm Sita Modest from Brekum Golden City. We the Ghanaians are lucky that they have paid part of cocoa money. Go to Cote d'Ivoire and see not even a peso. Really? If Cote d'Ivoire have money, Ghanaians will have smuggled all the cocoa beans to Cote d'Ivoire. You just sit down and make noise over there. Cote d'Ivoire for the mate, but we need confirmation. Is it true? Is this NDC man okay? Please keep it clean and short. Good evening, WOFA. I'm Asra from Sehui. As if I'm enjoying your show live. But I don't understand why NDC and President Mahama and his NDC members are defending this cocoa. Usually they say previous government is owing the cocoa board, but why are they increased the price to 3,100 Ghana cedis? NDC is a lie party. Very simple. NDC should pay the farmers immediately. Farmers have learned their lessons. NDC promised them heavens, not knowing NDC was turning them to hell. Farmers will not fall for NDC propaganda in 2028. MP Bosiako Jansa and all the way so free a buyer. Good evening, WOFA. I'm afraid and devastating about the NDC man is putting their shameful attitude at Ayawasu East constituency on MPP whilst Ohineba Sene Ohineba West no say good enough. Look at the way the NDC man is struggling to answer the Baba Jamal vote buy issue. This is the beginning of create, loot, and share government. Atasifa from Setre Dumase. WOFA, I'm disappointed with NDC man sitting in the studio. This is the people running our government. God will punish every man on this. I'm due from my Kessben. Baba Jamal said, if you see a sheep, say it is a cow. Okay, good enough. At the end, this man is a rare definition of lies and propaganda. Paul G. Asante Mampon Kufiase and what we free a buyer. Charles from Cote d'Ivoire says the problem of vote buying. I heard from the Facebook that Bajama said even High Man also has done the same thing. Who is High Man? Good enough. Hey, Lion Man gay, be truthful for once. MPP brought the things interesting times ahead. Nana from Kipus and what we free a buyer. Good enough. And to your August panelists, for those who say Baumia cannot assume the office of president should desist from that talk. Nobody can predict the fate of people. Only God does. Who knew His Excellency Mahama will become president of Ghana again? Father SK from Kenya, Sikumasi, and all the way in Subaye. Also, tell the NDC man or the communicator we don't want any propaganda about Galamsey. So Galamsey is ongoing. Kujo Smiler from King Tampon North, and all the way so a free a buyer. Okay. Good day, Uncle. Thank you very much for your good and interesting program. Please, I'm Dorkin of Arua Techimai North, Bono East region on Sonkrato, and I know. Good evening. Please tell Pudon that's more than a year ago that NDC took power. However, you people are very funny. Good enough. The guys should know that even with equipment like excavators are also used for construction work. This story from DC was specifically for Galamsey activity. A J from Takrade and we saw a buyer. Kwame Asidisi from Mahafachi. So we thank God the NDC party has taken the bold initiative to investigate and withdraw Baba Jamal over vote buying. He was not withdrawn. Anyway, he has been confirmed to go for the election. Please, good enough. I think some of the people who President Mahama appointed are not up to the task. It's better he does something about it. God bless His Excellency JDM for his sacrifice and dedication. Say Aristo from Sehubekwai, and also Enkrato our day ebaye and so and so. You can also keep your messages coming. Now, Yambe Tumunkwa there. They also ebaye bia they bekan ama manfo so at the omu. But for now, let us quickly look at this issue. Dr. William Amisha Simfro so. Dollar ba from pa na enkosro so. Ese bunmu na Bank of Ghana Brenasi. Amanfo so mu hunu sunsanso de dokuna woto no enye kese o de yanti so kra nka enye kese kapa no enye kese kakra nti ade na mokasa aba fom no amanfo no di ngomo. How do you see it? How do you see it?
Offer enkane no na your air conditions ahodo bebrebe e wo Ghana hase me fan say ye wo NASCO no ye wo pair no ye wo KOFI no na KOFI air condition which is 2.5 horsepower na a wholesale price na omoton 9,100 under MPP regime. Now KOFI is sold at a cost of 7,800 Ghana cedi.
Okay.
NASCO air condition 1.5 horsepower NASCO as at that time na your tono at a cost of 4,250. Now NASCO is selling at wholesale price or retail price at 3,250. And to Osha, not just say NASCO born day above them. Osha na offer what the call other product to say chicken near we near there. Na chicken near yeto na me fan say box or broiler near there. sa type no na at the MPP regime na ekoa could do 780 near de now above from abedu 420 offer sanyoma we nyina no enye se by magic na buy you a prudent measures ena yeru to forcing ye mama Jane nana ye papa John Dramani Mahama emudi egu form any NDC as a party ena aboama dollar above form DM na ma dollar above form untimi kan dollar emra untimi kan gold board wasem ede na gold board buy awetimi aya etimi aboa Ghana say gold board create me as we 38.4 tons Ghana you as a reserve we quantify now with percentage amount 21.3 enti gold na kan entity no nye ye kwa ye de sika ne kokoto dollar no ne de aba no this time round you gold reserve as guarantee and eboa ma dollar na so aba from notwithstanding whereby say MPP regime looking at the profligate expenditure no more spending etima ko bi contract etimi to ade bi mu contract ani ya pejam ama se bi producer na sika ese omban no ye de koy sa project no e wo form no ne ya pejam ye tonyo ma ni kwasa policies bi ani kwasa omo ye kra na no omo ye senses ka basa amwa because one baasa no because of say almost spending and almost spending rough no amasika sama nyi John Dramani Mahama bae no we reduce spending ena we make sure say we boa magana sikana reflect Ghanaians pocket e dey na be ma Ghana for so I reflect on pocket ye ma me no a omo ewo fie omo ma tertiary institutions no last year which is 2025 ani womi John Dramani Mahama etua enkura na omo call tertiary education will be school fees free of charge e de ma omo notwithstanding emrante ne maba wa 7 producer omo ewo challenge school fees nyina yes for the first year ne tua ma omo first year students first year students you tua ni nyina ma omo o evidence bi afabra notwithstanding emrante ne maba wa no kom ne awrehemu na sebe omo ehu adidem kakra na ka omo de na society na MPP fo yi omo free society ni se omo de komo kan John Dramani Mahama say me de mini babia me free o me papa Brian sa na ohwe me mu nyina mu ko school free level 100 200 300 400 free of charge dollar no obi aka say dollar ba na reflect bia wo twa ntro offer na me kura $20,000 na me de to ade na $20,000 as at MPP regime na $20,000 ema me 320,000 na dollar na 16 cedis ekwaya ko di 17 and I ba mi aka say when the fundamentals are weak exchange rate will expose you so exchange rate expose you Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia and MPP party say $20,000 and 16 no and about 320,000 and John Dramani Mahama mumu papa o de be go fam aboama sebi woni bia nya ni da so ama dollar ne sese no about 11 cedis at 220,000 offer me millions from time and no na chino so when 100,000 Ghana cedi 100,000 Ghana cedi no wutimi bie adwuma esa fa nipa wo fa nipa snit oba ko to snit contribution
okay
Jerry ebejiji
na not as 3 minutes academy nti ono so e kakra the impact
the impact no you know when you for the see ana fa ne manati on we say menua Dr. Ata na ade no okofa free air condition nipa dodo se ne air condition wo for mem ha wo kofa enu aye case ese wo hwe normal commodity na wo tere wawie ese wo hwe normal commodity ona do kofa ye ona interest how many people nipa dodo se kofa gina ho ofa nipa dodo se ne wo mem ha gina ho ma wo doctor wo ya ha bi nipa dodo se ne wo mem ha wo mato air condition
doctor wo pa
enye certain class of people be and they issue air condition senka wo hwe normal commodity where demand price increases your demand be fall what you say and then senka ye hwe nanka we just oppose with interest rate and inflation one na senka ye hwe when ti man hwe ne se nya botere wo fa se ya no mo de to mo keka on Can you say yeah? But anybody was saying their condition woman how offer their conditions so at 7,000 about 2,000. Nipa baby can win him. Or more say Mako and Chene force at Adeno Cotono. What I say? Can what tono? Ensure they be autonomous. Send the prices in the city. What I say? Offer inflation here, who say I didn't know more than artificial. Because any name say gold no any oil no and a day foreign exchange naba. I might see what means can be to go man. Offer now you know what? In 2023, the then MPP government headed by Nana Kufuado at the Ghana Eco IMF say you see Kessben near my problem. IMF member I now miss Kakara in Pushio. Of a coffee IMF no say require conditionalities, conditions war. Yes, started for now near Woodemon. Man to be an Ghana, it me injected $96 million and it go minimum. Nti saa time na dollar ne yentimi conditions ni ntino ne yentimi pushi my dollar no escalate sa could do 17 something that by time na yeko na do 14.5. Now fast forward and this for aba conditions no we tini maako saa of as say and this timi issue a month omu issue $960 million in the go minimum dollar month ba ko last December Bank of Ghana governor because say the past 10 months no Oman injected $10 billion in the go minimum. It tells you say a artificial and because it's not backed by any production here. Say in Cabano, yes, I name a winning now. In be a factory busy baby, in chicken last young one. Ye crack chicken $1.35 million no offer in Kessben. What you see? Fast forward a young one. Oye, and 2024, 2025, and one quite $750 million. And here, Hessan Kangwa, which means I'm free Kubim, which means I'm free Mangum, which means I'm free Katim of what I say. Kibenia South Factory winning an anchor. At Sikana, yes, be required a quasi summer. At the Cocoto at Nemaman, and a creti, a Jumama, Sab, which live for a Krufu for Sunipan, and Swati. But when the mobile Munsi company back, in the end, Amoka said, Dollar and Swati, and I say, hey, artificial, Sikana Namasa Segum. A Sikana Namoko Forest Bureau, yes, in the amount. Interbank, yes, in the amount. Bank of Ghana, Sahin Nankasaka, Governor, say, I'm under no, of Asana I'm under Nankasaka. Say, the past 2025 last 10 months no we injected $10 billion. Baba who say items so jumono be boss wate kakra. Over that is where the imported ones. Yeah, the imported ones now. Imported ones because that is where the exchange rate no call. But the local ones it has not been affected. Local rights in Dr. Form. Offer. The problem in say at the end we artificial. The artificial and intimate can natural commodities unless we regulate no. What you say? In the way no nanka farmer now offer what do food no nka spraying machine no a drone na wadi kogu wura no so no nka sabe nka swati sabe kuani na wo di wo ba day no so what I say se kan na wo koto no swati won wo se dey sit here nti won so kodo a wo bete eyini so kan na me nyina nsi what I say metam na so enti na se ka normal commodities metam na so Good offer, please. In fact, you need to be a lawyer. Start thinking of it. I'll help you with my widow's mite to pursue the course. Offer, oh, you root. Or say, secondary college. So, okay. I'm if I with me, no, and we not sorry so. Doctor. So nice answer, Kana. Don't say no can. Okay, Jamal lied that paying 6,500 a bag for cocoa farmers. Now he can't even pay the 3,500. I believe the facts are lost on Pudong tonight. Electricity bill for his KOFI, AC, and other electrical gadgets have gone up by about 27%. Transportation is expensive, that's why lower fuel costs, and will go higher because of the new 20% VAT on spare parts. Remember that the cost of farming inputs are so high. Okay, Brendan, to your friends here, Mameka was saying, the focus is on electricity. Can you know a pre kakra?
ECG PRO ebebe fia ochra match dwumadi no so e wo Kessben 93.3 na afi Kessben Plus so after the cost of electricity people are complaining say no kania no bo no kosro omom top prepaid no they say they are buying more to one buy no is it the actual thing or what person and I say more than that. So whatever issue that you have, or channel pani share match you made in so near where and Kania Honsem said the dundum nansen kakrano. Now how you are buying your electricity now from January ending new tariff increase bemo is just and so I'm the friends say Mama Diana.
Mama Dana and Onyani 70. 2 birthday and then 72 birthday.
All right.
Wadini 72 years. Mama Dana say Miss Adia Obama Timasra and say Yame and Kahung so amba hombine na Guswaboya Chidom.
Right. That's if you have had many simple for what you and Dr. William Atausu or Kasama and this Nafi Dr. Boache Dankwa lecturer Amstead and also Ekasama and this MPP. Madam Yane Bomichino, Medini Kofi APPIAH, Kronyami or Channel Pioneer share match so. Bye bye.